Let's move to vision and mission section. At Falcon M Sendian Berhad, our vision is to be the leading construction green company that builds a sustainable future for generations to come by creating innovative, eco-friendly and energy-efficient buildings and infrastructure. Alongside our vision, our mission is to provide innovative and sustainable construction solutions that exceed our client expectation while building a better future for the community we serve. We are committed to excellence, integrity, and teamwork, and we are strive to create lasting relationship with our client based on the trust and the mutual respect.
So as you can see here, this is our organizational chart, and without further ado, I will pass to Azrin to continue the presentation on the project details.
Thank you, Sharifah. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Azrin binti Hassan. I will continue presenting the project's names and details. The project name is Greening the College of Creative Arts. Next is the location of the project. The project is located inside of University Teknologi Mara, UiTM Shah Alam Selangor, which is nearby to Tun Abdul Razak Library. The project details are known as the College of Creative Arts that was established in 1967. It consists of complex Ilham Block A and annex buildings. It has a 4-story building of Block A and a 3-story building of annex buildings. That is all from me. Now I will pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adriana and I'll be proceed with the first issue, which are the lighting. The site location has installed a lot of unnecessary lighting in the area. For example, based on the pictures given on the slide, the fluorescent lamps that are installed in the area where there is already enough natural light, or especially in the corridor where their light needs always to be on even though there are no people. Hence, it may be unneeded and lead to more energy use. Moreover, students and staff often forgot to switch off the lighting, which resulting in greater energy cost and increase the carbon footprints for the building. The next issue is the electricity. This building has a very high level of overall electricity usage. Why? Because at least 2 air conditioners may be found in each and every room. Do you know that one of the contributors to increase the utility cost is the air conditioner? Hence, the electricity usage might be higher because students and staff will need to open the aircon always, because aircon also work as the ventilations in the area. Next issue is the water tap. Water tap at the sinks are typical and convenient solutions. However, they might not be the ideal options in every circumstances. Water wastage will result from the water taps that dispense more water than is necessary. For example, these buildings are being used by the students of arts of creative, which sometimes they will often use a lot of water for their arts too. Therefore, the water taps may result in increase in the water bill if they are not used in a proper care in a long term. Eventually, these types of designs are not sustainable and far from achieving the green building.
Thank you, Adriana. Assalamualaikum, my name is Shaz and I will continue with the next issue, which is roofing. One major concern is the insufficient slope for water drainage. This can lead to water accumulation, leaks, and also even structural damage. Moreover, flat roof lack of slope of pitch. This results in poor natural lighting entering the building, impacting energy efficiency, aesthetic, and also occupant well-being. Inadequate insulation leads to higher heating and cooling costs and also can cause condensation problem, leading to mold and damage. Next issue of rainwater harvesting system. Water quality is a major concern. Although rainwater is generally safe, it can be contaminated by pollutants in the environment. Another issue is the disposal of water. However, unprocessed water from the sky undergoes a natural condensation process. That's all from me. Thank you. Now I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Omar Rajidi and I'm going to present the element proposed in this case. Firstly, we offer a photovoltaic solar panel system that uses the photovoltaic effect to transform sunlight into electrical power. It's an important part of solar power system that creates renewable energy. The following element is the polycarbonate scarlet roof, which allows natural light to enter the building while safeguarding it from weather damage. Then there is the motion sensor, which is used to manage lighting and turns off lights automatically when places are unoccupied.
Hi, my name is Amir. Now we talk about the next element that we propose for our green construction building. So the first one is rainwater harvesting system. Actually, what rainwater harvesting do? They will collect the rainwater on top of the roof, and they will channel through the rainwater downpipe until it goes to the rainwater tank. So when the water tank fills up with the rainwater, they will distribute by the distribution pipe, either by the gravity or by the centrifugal pump. So there are two types usage for the rainwater harvesting system. First one is non-potable use, and the second one is for potable use. So the very popular types of rainwater harvesting system, they use for non-potable use. The non-potable use, they do not require the treatment of the water because they use for the gardening, the washing, and etc. They are not used for drinking. So they're safe to use for other purpose. So the next element that we propose for our building is wash basin tap sensor. So the aim of the wash basin tap sensor is to reduce the water conservation and reduce the wear and tear of the components for the wash basin. Thank you.
Now we move to the cost benefits analysis. As you can see in the table, before installation of photovoltaic solar panel, due to excessive the occupant utilization, electricity consumption might be unreasonably high. However, after the solar panels are installed, our electrical expenses can be reduced by 10 to 15%, and we are able to generate income by selling excess energy to TNB and having it reimbursed back to our account. Alright, for the polycarbonate skylight roof, since the system is not yet in places, there are no special maintenance or cost saving consideration. However, after the installation, electricity costs can be reduced by up to 15% since it reduces the need of artificial lighting and require less maintenance. This might result in lower installation and labor expenses. Before installing the motion sensor, the cost for electricity in academic building is typically more extensive. This is because lights are left on even in empty areas, resulting in waste energy and higher electricity expenses. Nevertheless, the initial cost of installing the motion sensor may be more than that of regular lights. Motion sensor enable lighting systems on the other hand generate considerable cost saving over time with up to 90% decrease in energy use. And now we will move to Azri for the next explanation. Thank you.
Now I will talk about the cost benefit analysis of the rainwater harvesting system and also wash basin tap sensor. So for the rainwater harvesting system, before the installation of the rainwater harvesting, the water from used for the non-potable use is directly from the local authority. So there are some charges when they use the water. So after the installation, the current charges by the local authority will be no more because they use the natural resources from the rainwater. But there are some charges of the maintenance, but the cost is not more like the charges that will charged by the local authority when we use the normal operation of the cold water. So for the next element is the wash basin tap sensor. So when we want to use the water, we only tap by the hand gesture. So when there are no hand in front of the sensor, no water will be out. So they will reduce the reduce the water conservation and reduce the water bills.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Nabila and I will continue with the project finance. For the tender sum as shown in the slides, the first item is the prime cost sum, which total is 230,000 ringgit. And then the second item is for the roof, which costs a total 10,420. The next item is sanitary appliance, which has a total value of 25,800. And the fourth component is mechanical and electrical installation, which cost total of 164,054 ringgit. And for the last item is external work, which total 21,750 ringgit. So for the total amount, the total of tender amount analysis cost 452,024 ringgit. Here's some example on how we calculate our LCC of item sustainable basin sensor tap. Our initial cost is 25,800 that we get from our supplier, and then our maintenance will be every 5 years or 45 years of academic life building. So the calculation for the maintenance, PV of 1 at every 5 years we get from the valuation table. Then will be sum up until 40 years. We get 3.571 multiplied by the price of maintenance cost, which is 774 ringgit. It will cost 2,763 ringgit and 95 cents. Next, our basin sensor tap will be replacing every 15 years of 45 years of academic life building. Same as the maintenance, a PV of 1 at every 15 years we get from the valuation table. Then sum up, we get 0.889 multiple with the price of initial cost, which is 27,800. Then the replacement cost will be 22,933 ringgit and 62 cents. So the total cost for our sustainable washing basin sensor tap is 51,497 ringgit and 57 cents.
Thank you, Nabila. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Hamimi Fatihah binti Usman. So I will continue with project finance for life cycle costs. In this table, include all the elements in 45 years lifespan. And this table also show that the total of life cycle costs. For our project, we have 5 elements in this building. Firstly is water efficiency, which is rainwater harvesting, with the total is 43,282 ringgit and 74 cents. Next, roof, which is installation of skylight roof, with the total is 23,231 ringgit and 91 cents. For sanitary fitting, we have installation of touchless sensor water tap, with the total is 51,497 ringgit and 57 cents. Next, we move to mechanical and electrical installation, which is solar workstation and charging, with total is 303,556 ringgit and 24 cents. Last but not least, for motion sensor, with total is 23,956 cents. So for overall, the total price for this project is 455,468 ringgit and 93 cents. That's all for life cycle cost. So I pass this presentation for next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rohana binti Haruri Suzar. Today I'm going to explain the project planning in the work program for our proposed green building project for the College of Creative Arts. So the completion period for the whole project will take around 11 months and 14 days. And I'm going to explain the completion period for each task. Inception stage is going to take around 9 days because we don't include the weekends. And then moving on to the design stage, it's going to take around 24 days. For the tendering process, it's going to take around 30 days. Same goes to the preliminary works. On to the next element, which is the energy efficiency. As our approach, one of the approaches to green up the building, to improve the energy efficiency of the building, it's going to take around 22 days. And to add the skylight roof into the building, it's going to take around 10 days. And then moving on to the solar, again, as one of the approaches to green up the building, it's gonna take around 9 days for us to to design and plan all the solar systems. To close out the project, it's gonna take around 23 days, including for us to evaluate the satisfaction of the client, to summarize the project as a whole, and also to close out the project records. We need to review and reconcile regarding the financial performance, and lastly, we need to close the contract, which is going to take around 7 days.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azri Zairi bin Abdullah, and today I would like to present about the elements that include in the work program and also the critical path. For overall, there are 5 elements of purpose of green building in College Creative Arts, which consists of rainwater harvesting system, solar system, motion sensor light, skylight roof, and sustainable wash basin, sensor tap, and sanitary fittings. For the critical path, the estimated duration for the project is 177 days. The critical path for the project is starting from the inception stage, design stage, tendering process, and preliminary work. Next, moving on to the construction task, it starts from the skylight roof, solar system, motion sensor light, rainwater harvesting system, and lastly is sustainable wash basin, sensor tap, and sanitary fittings. And the last stage is close the project and close the contract. Next, the total float for this project is 0, and most of the task dependencies are finished to start.